Family and friends, welcome back. My beloved Alley Cats, I'm so glad you guys are here. Thank you very much for showing up. I got some news I want to talk about first, and it's my fault. Okay, what happened is last live that I did, I'm grateful to be monetized, so don't get me wrong. But I just go through, yeah, and then I put up live. I was under the impression that commercials on live wouldn't start until after live is done, then people can go back into video. But then I found out, thanks to a couple of people here, that no, they were getting commercials, during the live. Now I got rid of them. I'm not going to do that no more. No more commercials during live. Because if you guys are taking the time to actually be here live, which I very much appreciate, you shouldn't have to sit through a commercial. Because regular videos are going to stay on because you could always pause it, come back later, watch it another time. But you actually are taking the time to be here. So the commercials are off. We're going commando here on YouTube. It's probably a bad way for me to put that, but no more commercials for you guys on the live streams. No, I'm not going to have it. I very much appreciate you guys being here. So, Following the Stones is here. Great, Shannon. We made it this week. Oh, thank you for being here. Oh, I loved your zip line and stuff that you were doing on your page. So, you guys, Following the Stones is done by some great friends, and they're a travel blog. Please check them out when you guys can. Ed Brown, hello everyone from here in Poker Desk. Yeah, Ed got here I think yesterday from Toronto, right? And they're staying at the Poker Desk Hotel. We're going to be doing a live at the Bimley. Now, if you're looking out, because we were doing it at the Poker Desk Hotel, but the problem was that sometimes on Saturdays, kind of a lot on Saturdays, they have a live band, which is cool. But when you're trying to talk to people, you were yelling across the table to talk to people. We actually moved it over to the Shamrock, which is difficult when you have a lot of people. So we're going to do it at the Bimley. So if you're at the Poker Desk Hotel and you're facing the lake, you're facing the beach, go left. And it's very close by, just a couple places down. Okay, so hope to see you guys there tonight. Alley Cat meetup, 8 o'clock. And, oh, that's right, Following the Sun, Shannon. Greg, you guys are in Portugal now. Good for you. Tony, good evening. How you doing, man? Tony, great Albania down there in Houston, or near Houston, I should say. He's given me just a wealth of information about his great country. There's Michelle. Hello, everyone. Hello. Mark Booty. Yes, we have arrived. Very good, Mark. Yeah, I know it's been a battle. You've been churning, so I'm glad that you made it here, man. So relax and explore this beautiful country, man. It'd be great. Ed Brown, no commercials. Good for you, Patrick. Yeah, not on the live stream. No more. I'm not going to do that to you guys. You guys are taking the time out of your day to actually come on at a particular time of day. And the live is dead without you guys. So, no, I'm not going to do that to you guys. No more. Not going to happen. There's Petra. Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday to you. Very much appreciate you. Oh, real quick, guess most of the crew's gone. Okay, I wrote down people's names because I don't want to forget people. Clay, Jennifer, Wes, and Michelle, Dennis, and Tona, and a beautiful Albanian lady named Gina, who's been a big help to us. They all took off today, went to Korcha, staying the night, having a good time at Gina's dad has a restaurant up there. So good for them. But a lot of crews out of Poker Desk. Okay. Jim from Over the Hill Nomads. Hello, Alley Cats. If I miss some of your comments that you're making, please forgive me. YouTube changed some stuff where I used to be able to scroll back. And then so I wouldn't miss you guys. So if I do, please forgive me. If you guys get a chance.
Do you see me at
I
all?
don't see my wife. That's
it's
another
not
thing.
Coming up.
It's weird. The same time they changed something where I can't scroll back, April's trying to join the chat. And
I'm unable.
She's unable to. Did you try switching over to the other one?
I'll try again.
She's here, but she keeps trying to be able to type in with you guys. If you guys get a chance, check out Over the Hill Nomads. Beautiful channel. Really great people. Love those guys. Miss them. There's Ed. Hello from Virginia. Virginia, how you doing? How's the weather? You guys getting cold yet? For here, we're getting our nights are down upper 40s now. You know what I'm saying? So upper 40s starting to chill out over here. I love this. See the Blue Ridge Rider. You got to check out that channel too, man. Hey, Patrick, we got approved for residence. Yes. We just have to get our cards. Fantastic, man. So happy for Dan. Got his residency. Yeah, I think the cards took us, what was that, honey? 2 weeks, 10 days, something like that? To actually get that card, the physical card?
10 or 11 days.
Okay.
Yeah, it took a couple of weeks.
Yeah, so it's cool. Yeah, you probably already did the fingerprints and stuff. But good for you, Dan. You got that nice and early. Get that headache out of the way, man. Happy for you. Believer 5009. Hello from crazy ass Florida. How you doing? I was stationed in Florida years ago. I loved it. Patrick Air Force Base, which I think now is Patrick Space Force Base. I think. Mark saying greetings from Skodra. God, I love Skodra. So does April, man. Glad you're there. It was really a toss up between Skodra and here for moving there. How you liking it, man? Tony, severe storms last night here. Lost power for 4 hours. It's down there using. Attempts to fall next week to the 50s. Okay, cool. I'm sorry you lost power like that. If we were going to stay near Fort Worth, we were going to get a generator, but we never did because we knew we were leaving. I got to blow up this chat a little bit so these old eyes can see better. Good morning from Denver. How are you guys doing? Patrick and April, we're doing great. Been a tough week for us, but we're getting through it. Had to go through some personal stuff, okay? But we're good to go. We're good to go. Gearing up for Halloween. And there's Gyps 33. We arrive in 4 weeks. Excellent. Good time of year to come in the off season, my personal opinion.
Y'all cannot see me.
For some reason, ever since the day I changed, April is trying to chime in and she can't. We can't figure out why.
This is like 3 weeks now.
Yeah, 3 weeks in a row. It was the same time where I could no longer scroll back
Mm-hmm.
if I missed people's chats.
We'll figure it out.
There's James saying, hey, April, miss you too. You can yell out too if you want.
Miss you too.
Tony, we need to get Adam and Megan from Keller, Texas to resign in Valor here. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, hook them up, man. It's Greg and Shannon following the Stones. Will you record handing out candy? Yeah, I might. Why not? Maybe even a short. So that'd be cool. Last year was kind of hit and miss. Not a lot of the kids were dressed. Some of them were. When we would call them over, it was so cute they'd walk up. You could see fear in their face, and they didn't know what to say, so they just stood there silently. They didn't say trick or treat. Didn't care. We gave food. We love Halloween. Halloween's cool. But that's a good idea. I think we will. Believer 5009 insane here. Oh, in Florida, is it really? I know the insurance costs are going through the roof. That for sure. There's Ed. Should be mid-30s tonight. Is that what it said, Ed? Woo-hoo. Yeah, we're getting chilly. Well, we're getting up on the end of October. I didn't see that though. Man, 30s. There's Jamie. Do internet providers have data caps? That's a good question. I don't know, and I don't want to guess and give you bad information. If anyone knows, please chime in. What I love about you guys is it's not just me talking. Sometimes you guys are talking to each other. We all learn from each other, and I love that about you guys. Allison and Russ here. There you go, Allie. Yeah. Loving this place. Going to check out Saranda next week. Hey, April, hope to see you soon. Okay, that's come from Allison and Russ. She very much would like to see you guys too. Blue Ridge Rotterdam. We lost power for 12 hours last night on the coast. No idea why. Wow, really? The last couple of nights, but someone's putting a generator into our building. But it seemed like every morning around 5:30, we lose power, but for a short amount of time. I think it's because someone's putting in a generator. Following the Stone, Shannon says, howdy, April, in big letters. So you put a smile on April's face, Shannon. Okay, really good to see you guys. Tony, how do you feel after a year and a half in Albania? Great. I just did a video on that. I have no regrets. Financial monkey off our back, able to travel. I'm just a blue-collar guy. I work for a trucking industry. I started out driving, then I did hostling. My last years, I was just driving a forklift on a dock. Who would think I'd be able to travel, and live in this beautiful country? So, yeah, we're loving it. Following the Stones, you need to dress up as alley cats for Halloween. That's a great idea. I wouldn't know where to get the costumes from, though, April, but that's a great idea. I love the way you're thinking. Was that Greg or Shannon came up with that? Michelle, hi, April. Maybe make a new sign-in?
That's tough to do. I've tried before and it doesn't let me because I have this one set up.
Oh, okay. She's going to try.
Because it shows this thing already has one.
Already has one?
Yeah, with my email and stuff, so it causes a problem.
We'll play with it. See if we can figure it out. Because I'm missing my wife in the chats, to be honest with you. James, Shannon, great idea. Yeah, it is. Mark Bodie, Patrick, we truly want to thank you and Andrea and April for all the videos over the past year and a half. You have given great words of encouragement and advice as we planned our U.S. exit. Well, thank you very much. I very much appreciate it. I hope it helps. But what I like about here on the lives, everybody's chiming in with good information. But Mark, I'm so happy for you, man. So enjoy the rest of your life, man. This is it. Believer 5009, I've wondered about nightly fireworks. From what I understand, It's for a birthday celebration. Especially in Toronto, even here they're a little bit high.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see a couple fireworks go off, but man, they go berserk
On New Year's.
New Year's Eve. Yeah. April was up. I fell asleep. I didn't get to
All the
see.
way from Lynn, all the way over, I could see him.
Yeah, she said from Lynn all the way over to Drilling. I mean, just going nuts. Same thing in Toronto. They love blowing up stuff here. But yeah, even just during the nights, especially on the weekends, you'll see a couple fireworks go up. Mark Brody, we are in total love with Scotia. So were we, man. We hope we get a chance to visit y'all soon. I hope you do too. Because like I said, what we did, we stayed in Toronto. We were going to stay there a year, but it was like 7 months. We were hitting different cities to figure out which one we liked long term. And it really came down to Scotia and Poker Desk. And we just told our realtor, wherever you can find us the best deal, and it was here, man. So yeah, it worked out. But Scotia, I love Scotia. That pedestrian walkway, things down the middle, I love it. And you're right at the base of the Albanian Alps. So beautiful. So beautiful. This Campbell's, the Nomads. Greg, great idea, filming, passing out candy. Yeah, that is. We'll figure something. I'll have to do something. Got to do something. It's Greg and Shannon following the Stones. Greg came up with the decorations. Okay. For some reason, I was thinking with Shannon, I was just thinking that. No offense, Greg. Let's see, the Campbells. Oops. Patrick, how's the new jacket? It is so warm that I was wearing sweatshirts underneath it. Couldn't do it to get that out. Even with a t-shirt, if it starts getting near noon, I start sweating a little bit. So it's really good. It's beautiful. Okay. Ed Brown, April, rebooting almost always works out.
Most probably times.
She says she's done it a dozen times. It hasn't worked. Not dead yet, Jeff Adventure. I should say Jeff, not dead yet. Howdy. Man, I love that guy. I had the pleasure of meeting him. Great channel, you guys. Please check it out. The trippy thing I always tease him about, if he told me right now he was in Antarctica, I would believe it. I mean, this guy is just everywhere. Giving great content, great things of how to do things. If you guys get a chance, please check out Jeff Not Dead Yet Adventures. I love that name too, man. It's cool. I want to tell you, last video I was showing you American candy bars that are here. So now I'm going to show you other candy bars they sell here that I've never heard of. This one right here. I hope you guys can see it. I'm using my my computer for this. I think that looks like Greek to me. I'm not sure. Okay. And there's this. So I was trying to get candy that the kids would recognize too for local candy. Okay, candy I've never heard of. I don't know who makes these.
Kinder.
Yeah, when it says Kinder, you know what I always think of? When I was stationed in Germany, Kinder meant child or children.
Child's chocolate maybe, but Kinder's the name of the company.
Okay. What's this one? Okay. What's this one right here? We give out full-size candy bars. And a couple more guys. Let me show you. I'm sure I'm still going to go out and buy more candy. I know I am.
Yep.
Yep. We love handing out candy to kids. Now, what we do too, the real little kids, the cute ones all dressed up. The first
Real little one.
5 that are dressed up. I can't do it for every kid because it gets expensive. Full-size monster candy bars. Okay. That'd be for the first 5. I might get a couple more. We'll see. But that's how we're going to be doing it. Can't wait to be coming up. Next Friday, as a matter of fact. Dun, dun, dun. Following the Stones, Greg came up with the decoration. Very good. The Campbells, Patrick, how's the new jacket? Yep, we already talked about that. The rebooting, yep. For all research, okay, for GYPS, GIPS 33, from all of our research, we're also thinking Scotia. Scotia's beautiful. I love Scotia. Right on the base of the Alps. You can take a one-day trip up to Teth, I believe it's called, which we didn't do. But next time we're in Scotia, we'll go up there. But just absolutely stunning up there. A lot of great eateries, very chill environment, so I really love Scotia. Believer 5009. I'm interested in the food scene there. Yep. I have a great deal, but boots on the ground is different. Absolutely. Do you have Southern low country style food there as the U.S. has its style of it? What do you say, April?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to.
Oh, trying to reboot it. Okay.
Yeah,
everything's like farm to table here. So it's a lot more healthier. You can find processed food, but you got to look for it. But delicious. A lot of slow cooked stuff that you do in a little bowls called taba. So anytime you see tava, whether it's fish, lamb, beef, whatever, it's just fantastic slow cooked food. The food here is wonderful. I love it. And like I've talked about in all my videos, I keep repeating it. You can actually have very good food for $8 to $10 a plate, and that's on the beach. But we've been finding other restaurants away from the beach where just the locals go, where I'm having $5 plates of good food, man. So every night can be date night, especially during the summer. We do date nights all the time. Just so, one, you're not heating up the place in the summer, and two, then there's no work for anyone to do for cleaning dishes or anything. So every night can literally be date night. So it's just great. You'll see when you get her. You'll see. Mark Bodie, Scotia is pretty awesome. Sure is, man. I miss it. We're going to have to make a trip there, April, again.
Mm-hmm.
We'll definitely have to. Looking forward to our trip to Prague, guys. So we got that set up. I've talked to you before about, besides what we're going to do trick-or-treating here, then in Tirana, we're going back for Thanksgiving dinner to the Stefan Center. I made friends with the owner who's been there since the 90s, an American guy. So every year he does a full-blown, Thanksgiving dinner, just like in America, okay? And he also does 4th of July. Besides him, there's a place called Tony's. It's supposed to be a really nice restaurant. I've never been there, but I've heard nothing but great things about it. Another American run the restaurant, and you can get a traditional Thanksgiving meal as well. Then in December, we're going to Prague, Czech Republic, what used to be Czechoslovakia. The reason we're going to do that, they are known for having incredible Christmas decorations, during Christmas. One of the prettiest cities during Christmas. So we got to check that out, man. Got to check it out. So looking forward to that. We're going to go there a little bit before Christmas. Afterwards, we're going to go to Korcha, because that's done up really well. Because we were debating Korcha or Prague for Christmas. You know what? Let's do both. So we're going to do both and post them up for you guys too. There's Ed saying, April, have you tried logging in through a cell phone hotspot? It might be different enough, so it might work.
I wouldn't be able to read on my cell phone.
Yeah, with our old eyes, man, she just said she wouldn't be able to read on her.
Definitely wouldn't be able to type nothing.
You wouldn't be able to. Yeah, our fingers don't work as good as they used to. But I appreciate the info, man. Don't get me wrong. James Campbell. Yeah. Patrick, here in Montenegro, we changed the clocks tonight. How about there? None that I'm aware of. No.
If so, the computer will do it.
Yeah, if so, our computer and cell phones do it automatically. But no, you're the first I heard of it. So I don't know. I'll let you know in the morning. So forgive me. It's Dan, Blue Ridge Rider. Love the guy. Love the channel. We are thinking of Thanksgiving in Toronto. I hope you do, Dan. As soon as April and I make reservations for the time, we'll post it. So if any of you guys want to meet up and want to meet, shake our hands, break bread with us on Thanksgiving, you're more than welcome. It's too early for me to make reservations now. I've already tried. I got to wait till it's just like 2 or 3 weeks out. And then if you let me know, I'll say 3 or for 4 or for 8 or whatever for the reservations. So.
Or if we just tell them the time, they can call us.
True. Or we can just tell you the time and you guys can call for the reservations. It's Greg and Shannon. Following the Stones, we will miss you in Prague. By one day, I know. We'll have to drag Shannon away because she's bummed we will miss you. It's trippy because we saw both of them not only here in Albania, then we all met up in Corfu. It was great and had dinner with them in Corfu. And now when I made these reservations for Prague, I miss them by one day. Great couple, great friends. We miss you guys too very much.
I'm bummed.
April just said she's bummed if you didn't hear her. JYPS33. I'm still trying to find a company to transfer my Alfa Romero to Albania. Dan could chime in on that because I know Dan just did a bike to get over here. So Dan, if you could chime in on that, on bringing cars over, what you think it would cost. I love Dan's channel. He's got a lot of really good information. So Dan, if you could chime in, that'd be great. Believer 5009. Example, when someone goes to mom's for Sunday dinner, was it usually there? There was usually some roasted meat or fried chicken, mashed potatoes, hotcakes, night tea, kind of thing. For traditional meals, a lot of lamb. They eat a lot of lamb here. Some veal, chicken, but stuff like that. Yeah, a lot of times meatballs too. It's a traditional place. Kebabs, absolutely. So stuff like the traditional places I go to, big meatballs, really seasoned well, and not over the top. As a gravy, I get my rice. I add it in there. It's delicious. So Kind of like that. When you say moms for Sunday dinner, I know exactly what you're talking about. I've done a couple of videos on it. Mark, yes, we roll the clocks back tonight. Thank you. I didn't know that. So I appreciate that. Okay. No, I never knew that, but I just go by whatever time is on your phone or on the computer. But thank you guys for filling me in. I appreciate it.
I got to fix my watch now.
Yeah, April's got an old-fashioned watch, so she got to fix it. So thank you guys for telling us that. Believer 5009, next week, the 2nd of November, the time goes back. You know what? Wait on your watch until we see what the computer says.
Yeah, I'll check it to the computer tomorrow.
Okay. Jim Campbell's Believer 509, the seafood linguine. Yeah, forgot about that. Here is really good, but I've not seen low country style cuisine. Yeah, but he's right. The seafood linguine here is very good. Really good. You know what they're great at here in Boca Raton too? April and I have talked about this. Friggin' sushi is off the chain. And we just have the gigantic, beautiful lake. But man, I've never had better sushi like this. I never really cared for sushi until we moved here. I mean, off the chain. Sushi is fantastic. Let's see. Believer talking. What's that?
At the Change.
A Change restaurant or Byzantine?
I don't care for that.
Really? I did. Okay. The Change for sure, though, for sushi. Fantastic. Believer talking to James Campbell's. Thank you. Yep. Campbell's talking to Believers. Sunday dinner here is grilled meat, stews, beans, soup, rice, etc. Thank you. Believer just looked. Yeah. So besides that, man, the crew went to court show me. We were invited, but we're dealing with some stuff here. So so they're all up there in Corcha having a good time. And at Gina's dad's restaurant, I spoke about her. She's a very nice Albanian lady here, has been so helpful. Like we had to have an extra outlet put in our place. I called her, you guys got somebody, an electrician that boom, electrician was here. So I'm grateful. And now she took them all up to her dad's restaurant. So I think that's very nice. Great lady. Great lady.
She also, if they come here, teaches
That's
Albanian.
Right. If she comes here, she is a teacher and can teach you
For anybody
Albanian.
that's thinking I'm moving to this area.
Yeah. Gozera, Patrick, have you eaten the fish from the lake? Yes. And is it good? It's fantastic. The core was trippy. I got to be in the mood for fish. It's not over fishy tasting, if that makes any sense. And it's considered a deep water trout. There's only 2 lakes in the world that have it. But yes, it's very good. There's other fish in that lake though too, but they're famous for that one. There's carp. There's a couple other things that are in there. No, I should say a lot of species. Let's see. Believer 5009. I'm asking as I have found it nowhere but the bad side. I'm not sure what you mean by that. I use MMJ for pain and sleep. What is used there? Let me read that again. I'm asking as I found it nowhere but had a bad sign because of bad side effects. I'm using MMJ for pain and sleep. What is used there?
For sleep, they have melatonin.
My wife said for sleep they have melatonin. If you didn't hear her, I was going to make a joke. I'm not saying a joke towards you. I say Rakia helps sleep, but I want to keep this serious. I'm not making
melatonin and pain. They have ibuprofen.
Yeah, they have ibuprofen, but melatonin for sleep, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can buy it everywhere.
Yeah, April said you can buy it everywhere. Pharmacies, yeah, you don't need prescriptions. Let's see. Blue Ridge Rider, Dan. JYP, I love my old LFAS. As an American, you can legally drive here on a U.S. plates for 6 months. Yep. Most people just keep driving on those plates. Your U.S. driver's license and passports are all you need. That is correct. When I asked 2 car rental places, it just said as long as you have a valid U.S. driver's license, bring your passport. They're going to scan your passport and keep it. And Dan, the 2 places I checked said I had to have, if I heard them right, their insurance. Is that true? You would know because April and I aren't driving no more. We use public transportation or we walk everywhere. The good news with us walking everywhere, guys, my heart rate, you got your fingers and you can put them on the tab and it'll tell you what your heart rate is. And I have that. And my heart rate was always like 81, 83 beats per minute. Now I'm down to 61, 63 beats a minute on average, which is fantastic. There's all the walking I'm doing. It's crazy. The bad news is my legs are typically tired all the time, just from the amount I've been walking. Just incredible. Believer. Believer 509. I smoke pot. I'm guessing that you're talking about to go to sleep. Yeah, that works. Now AFA is a 2001, but I love him. Okay. There's Dan Blue Ridge Rider, GYPS. If you want to register your vehicle here, it can't be over 10 years old. Beautiful information, Dan. Thank you. And must meet Euro 4 requirements. Great information. Like I said, April and I didn't bring a car over. Dan, very much appreciate you. Really, his site's really good. He can answer a lot of questions that I wouldn't know. And he can tell you about the city he lives in. Mark Brody, rakia is a cure for everything. Yes, sir. Everything. You get in an argument of rakia, wedding, rakia, just talking, get sick, rakia. Yeah. You could even, I think, cure the energy crisis. Just use rakia in your car, man. The Campbells. The carp we had in Polka Desk was phenomenal. Yes. Steak cut, wood oven baked with tomato wine. Oh, you make me hungry. Let me repeat that. The carp we had in Polka Desk was phenomenal. Steak cut, wood oven baked with tomato wine and lemon. Yummy. It tastes like fish bacon. That's a good way to put that, man. James is a big time cook. He loves cooking. But yeah, I mean, the carp, all the fish here is fantastic. And like I said, typically I got to be in the mood for fish, but that's great, man. GYPS 33. I'm looking for a transport company. I already checked the laws. Very good. Hopefully Dan can fill you in on that because, like I said, I never came over with any type of writing. That's why I asked. Oops, losing that chat here. So I asked, do not use other medications. I use more. Okay. Dan saying most people laugh when I talk about legality because that goes out the window if you know a guy. Yeah. We were talking to Dan Blue Ridge Rider. Thanks. I've been told it's all about who you know. Yeah, there's a lot to that. You're absolutely correct. Andrew Z 87 or 67, excuse me. Thank you very much. I'm improving my English with you. You speak English very clearly. Really? I'm kidding, but thank you. Excuse me. Thank you so much for being here. I very much appreciate you. Saying hello. Hi, how are you? Diane, myself and a friend are 45 and thinking about coming from Asia to live. We may set up a business. What kind of business do you see demand for? Online, not actually doing business in country with boots on the ground. They don't make much money here. Okay. So anyone setting up a business, if you need it actually for income, okay, then I would find something online. I would start that before coming. But they don't make a lot of money here. So starting an actual boots on the ground business, that would be very difficult. There's Dan Blue Ridge Rider saying pot is not legal here. That's a shame. Yeah. I went to Greece, though, and it wasn't.
3 years, no matter how
That's
little
right.
you have.
Yeah, April just said it because we had a waiter tell us no matter the amount, if you're caught with it, it's 3 years in jail. Did that waiter know what they were talking about? I don't know. That's what the waiter told us. I don't play with that. But when we were in Greece, it was legal. That's all I cannot confirm nor deny any other activity. There's Andrews. Okay. How you doing, Andrews? Mark Bodie, LOL. One of our local friends said that when he was young, he got hurt. His father would make him rub Rocky on his wig. I would not doubt it. So many of them make your own Rocky, make your own wine. That's why everywhere you go, you just see, grapevines everywhere. Everyone's doing it. My building manager gave me, we still got to crack that bottle, April.
What?
That was from O'Leary's wine. I keep forgetting.
I get a headache. You drink it.
All right. Yeah, that's right. It is red wine.
Yeah, I don't do red.
Typically, I only do white wines too, but being that it's locally grown, I got to give it a try. Got to. Let's see. Yeah, Rubber Rocky. There's Spider. How you doing? Howdy, all from Toronto. How you settling in over there, Spider? I know that you've been there for a little while now. Are you liking it? So I hope you like it. Hopefully everything's going well. Things here are super. We're going to have our meetup here in about 30 minutes. Like I said, we're going to be at the Bimley. If you're in earshot, please please come say hello. You're more than welcome. Like I said, most of the crew took off today. Yeah, they're up in Korcha. Beautiful. The good thing about living here in Poker Desk or Korcha, another friend of mine, Matthew, lives in Korcha, is it's only a 45-minute bus ride. And the good news with that is it's really two cities in one. You can spend time in both cities in the same day, you know? So 45-minute bus ride, probably a 35-minute cab ride, you know, to get there. So it's wonderful. Oops. I'll do it quick there. GYPS, nobody would ship to Albania. The closest I found was Genoa, Italy. My bike was shipped there, and I flew over and rode it back. The other choice would be Athens. Wow. Great info, Dan. Thank you, buddy. There's Greg and Shannon. When I fell off the jet ski, I remember that, buddy. You were doing great, but then that guy let go of that rope and the back end kicked out on you. When I fell off that jet ski and hit the dock, they poured Rocky on my hand.
That does not surprise me.
Oh, that's awesome, man. But it's a disinfectant, among other things. I love these people, man. There's a Campbell. Speaking from experience, Rocky will creep up on you. Yeah. Oh, you were telling me that time you were with that pastor and he kept bringing you Rocky bean. You were sipping it, but it was still coming up on you. I remember that story. I remember that. Spider Webster. Still haven't found the right apartment, so there's a chance I'm heading to Scotia to have more of a chance in my budget range. They get snapped up within 2 hours here in Toronto. Yeah, they do in Toronto. It goes quick. It goes real quick. But, man, go to beautiful Scotia. Do I have a napkin over there, my love?
I'll get your paper towel.
Thank you, baby. Got a little bit of a runny nose. The only thing for me here in Poker is I'm allergic to something here. I am on allergy medicine, but every once in a while I get a little bit of a runny nose or whatever. Thank you. GSPS 33. I'm so excited to get there. I can hardly wait. I feel I was so much like that. What's crazy, man, that last month or last 2 weeks, I felt like I was sprinting towards the finish line. It was crazy. But yeah, I think you're going to like it. I really do. I'll be amazed if you don't. And like I said, explore the different cities. They all have a different vibe. Andrea, you speak so beautifully. Oh my gosh. That's a beautiful thing to say. Thank you. And quickly, like a journalist on CNN, thank you. I'm starting to understand your words. Oh, I'm glad. I'm trying so hard to learn your language. You know, I want to be respectful. I'm in your country. I've got to learn shit better. I'm struggling with it, but I'll keep working on it. There's a boss man. Retired travel with Steve Mac Boss. Great job, buddy. Nice cast. Thank you, man. And I've been seeing your videos, doing a lot of shorts down there, and shit's up there in Toronto, man. So you staying there, or what's going on, boss man? Let's see, GYPS 33. I found a company to ship it, but it's $4,000. Was hoping for it to be cheaper. Yeah, I heard shipping a car over can be expensive. I never heard the price like that, though. Keep hunting. Keep looking, though. Let me see. Spider Webster. Talking to Andre. That's great. I have to find an Albanian channel like that so I can practice listening to my comprehension. Yeah. Yeah, I'm struggling with it, but keep pushing through. I'm going to keep learning, man. I'm not going to make excuses, but it seems like the older you get, the harder it is to learn new things. And it's a standalone language. Like, it's not based off of Latin like Spanish and Italian is, or Slovakian. It's really a standalone language. One of the oldest, if not the oldest. But it's a beautiful language. You know what I love hearing about ship is when I hear children speak it, it sounds like music to me. Mark Bodie, in the U.S., we just rub dirt on it. Rocky sounds much better. Yeah, I can remember rubbing dirt and moves. Now I think back, probably not a great idea. You don't know if a dog pissed down that dirt if you're rubbing it in the. I remember doing that as a child. But yeah, I agree with the Rocky, because at least it's going to be a disinfectant, I'll tell you that. Believer 5009. Do you have to deal with all the bees there? There's a lot of bees there, but they got to be the least aggressive bees you've ever seen. The only time I get scared is sometimes they'll fly close to your face. I'm afraid of it going in your mouth. But yeah, there's bees there, especially in the summer. You know, they'll hang around your food, but April ignores them. I ignore them. You know, sometimes I'll just
I've had them land on me. I've never been stung.
Yeah, April just said never been stung. Neither have I. They're very non-aggressive. I wouldn't worry about them. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. Spider Webster. I miss Poker Desk a lot. I'd return there, but I need a good private hospital. I just found out there's a Spitali American in Skoder. Oh, there's American hospital there. Yeah, when you say Spitali, very good. That is their language for saying hospital, Spitali. And there's an American one in Scotia. I didn't know that. I know there's 3 in Toronto. I've gone to American Hospital and 1 there. As a matter of fact, tomorrow I'm putting up a video. I had to go see a cardiologist. Besides my physical, I actually saw a cardiologist, so a heart doctor, and they really went through my stuff. I'm going to explain it on my next video, and you'll be shocked at how much it costed me. Okay, we're going to have that in the next video. Dan Blue Ridge Rider. It was over $2,000 to ship to Vespa. Yeah, and that's for a bike. So yeah, maybe $4,000 for the car. Man. Yeah, there's GPS 33 saying Lordy for a bike. Yeah, so shipping vehicles over here. Man, it's gonna be hard. We got rid of everything. We had bikes too. We had 2 Honda Interstates, sold those, and then 2 cars. Now we're just pedestrians. There's camels, lots of bees, never been stung. Yeah. So lots of bees. Like I said, they're non-aggressive. At first, when I got her, it kind of freaked me out because you go out to eat and they'll be attracted to the food. And I was like, oh, but now you're used to me, like, eh. But now, they're gone. Camels, lots of bees, never been stung. Believer 5009, I see it as a smoking culture. Are women smoking in public? Is there a different view between men and women? No, the women smoke. It's not a problem. They're not looked down upon because of smoking. It is a smoking culture. They're getting better at having smoking and non-smoking sections. Not everywhere. I've seen some of the restaurants doing that. Couple, right? Not the small like hole in the wall places that I love. They'll be smoking in there. Just the way it is. A lot of places will have some outdoor areas to where you can sit and eat to get away from it. It's really not overwhelming, right?
There's something different with their nicotine. I don't get sick from it like I do in America.
Yeah, if you didn't hear April, she just said the tobacco or something in it is different because back in the States, she would get nauseous smelling smoke, but here she does not. So take that for what it's worth. And GYP S33. I won't miss American hospitals. Whew. I mean, you know, it's a trip because they'll say like you have a 10 o'clock appointment, you get there, but the doctor's 2 hours late. Never fails. Never fails. And it costs you a friggin' fortune. Wait to hear what I had my physical. I asked for a heart doctor, what he did to me, and how much it is to have a specialist, a cardiologist. I'm going to show you all the stuff he did to me too. Be in my next video. GYPS 33. I'm a smoking woman. Yeah, so you're not going to have a problem.
Yeah,
Don't worry. No, women are not looked down upon for smoking. Not at all. Doesn't I say? Hi, everyone. Just catching up on the live. I'm hanging with family in Utah for a couple of weeks. Hope all is well. Things are going really well. Really well. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate you. And say hi to the family for me. They're in Utah. There's the camels. They smoke everywhere. And just like April, for some reason, smelling smoke here didn't bother me. Yeah, so James agrees with you.
Yeah.
So something different than tobacco? Yeah, because James saying the same thing April said. It doesn't really bother me either. I wouldn't want it blown directly in my face, but it hasn't been bothering me.
I've sat right next door to people smoking and not had it bother me at all.
Yeah, if you didn't hear that, April said she would sit next to people smoking and it didn't bother her at all. Okay, Russ Wagner was wondering if you
Our taxi cab driver smoked in the cab and it didn't bother me. We told him he could.
Yeah, we even told our taxi guy that's right. Go ahead and smoke because he was thinking he's got to pull over. I said, no, go ahead. And it didn't bother April. April's in the back seat. We had the windows cracked. So the smoke's just going in the back seat and it didn't bother her. Russ Wagner was wondering if you have a Albanian driver's license. No, I do not. I do have a residency card because I don't plan on driving. Never say never, but I don't plan on driving. I really don't. Believer 509. I hear a lot of people talking who seem to have forgot they are no longer in the States and talk out of turn. Fill in the blanks. How do you handle that? Or is it not as noticed there? Let me repeat that. I hear a lot of people talking who seem to have forgot that they are no longer in the States and talk out of turn. No, most people that are coming here don't do that. I've even talked about that in my last video. Don't be the ugly American. and realize that it's not your country, that we are the foreigners, and so like that, and we're the guests here. So, and I talked about in my last video, whether you like it or not, you're representing your country. It doesn't matter if you don't want to be or not. People will judge you or judge your country by your actions. Believer 509. So I'll smoke or I smoke, and there is a difference in the tobacco.
Yes.
In the way it's processed. Gotta be. Yeah, it gotta be. Believer 509, smoke and eat.
Country's made for you.
Yeah, you're coming to the right place. Dan Blue Ridge Rider, smoking doesn't bother me either. I'm thinking about starting. No, we're too old for that. April, I used to smoke years ago. It's the best thing I ever did to give it up, man. I know you're kidding there, Dan.
But it's weird that it does not affect you here.
Like April just said, it's weird it doesn't affect us here. GYPS 33, 20,000 chemicals in American cigarettes. Yep. Not so in Albania. Yep, that's absolutely correct. Just the long list of chemicals that are in American cigarettes is scary. There's the boss man, retired travel with Steve Mac Boss. Hey, buddy. I moved into my place on Thursday. It's a 2-in-1. Okay, he's in a 2-bedroom, 1-bath at the base of the Deity Mountains overlooking Toronto. Yes, that's a nice area. You know, you're out of city, but you're not. You know, you're still close by. You can get good deals there. Amazing views. Use Century 21. Yes, for those who don't know, Century 21 is big here. Okay, throughout the country. 1130 square feet, 500 euros. Not bad. I'll send pics on WhatsApp. Please do. Fully furnished, right, buddy? That's nothing good about here is, 90% of the time when you rent here, you're going to have fully furnished places to live. So you don't got to worry about that. So, man, that's really good. 500 euros, man. There's Mark Bodie. That piece of advice about people judging your country by your actions of an individual is absolutely spot on. Please don't be an ugly American. That's coming from Mark. Exactly right. Let me read that again. That piece of advice of people judging your country by the actions of an individual is absolutely spot on. Please don't be an ugly American. And the reason that's really coming out now, I'm not going to say any names or what happened, but I heard that there was an ugly American here in Poker Desk. So it just got here, and now I heard they're gone. I hope they're gone. Hate to be like that, but don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. I wasn't there myself. I just heard about it. But that's why I get upset. It's about stuff like that. Let's see.
About people we know and care about.
Yeah, something bad happened to people we know and care about. I'm not going to say any names about it, but needless to say, April's mad. I'm mad. But it's over. It's over. I hope they're gone. Believer 5009. I spent a bit of time outside the U.S. and know how not to be that American. Most of my travels have been in the ME, so I am even more aware of the respective country, culture, and religion. Yeah, because these are great people. They remind me, and this is a saying I used to use for Texans, but I could also say it for Albanians. I mean this is a compliment. They honestly will give you the shirt off their back. Don't try to take it from them. That's the best advice I can say, because we've been told by so many Albanians that they won't settle things with the police. Let's say me and you get into a fist fight and somehow I won. Guess what? Tomorrow I'm fighting your mother, your brother, your father, your cousins, your neighbors. It's just the way it is, man. Love these people. Let's see. Okay, there's a boss man saying, yes, fully furnished. Can't beat that. And my utility bills, I've mentioned that in videos before, but I'll say it again. Electric and water combined, like our stove's electric, so all we have is electric and water. Combined, my biggest bill here has been $70. Where in Texas, I was paying $100 just for water, especially during the summer. There's Adrian OG 4148. At least we aren't a shooting society. Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing and very true. Believer, in about 5 minutes, guys, I got to log off. I got to put on some pants and go to Bimley for that meetup, okay? I appreciate you guys being here, man. Thank you so much. Let me know if any commercials came out. I want to make sure I did it right. I turned them off.
He does have sweats on, by the way. He's not sitting there.
I'm not commando like that.
Yeah.
We can start a trend on YouTube. Yeah. Live commando. When I say commando, I mean I took off. If you guys were coming on late, I took off the monetization. I got rid of commercials for my live streams from now on. The reason being is that you guys took the time to be here during the live, and you're joining in, and I appreciate it. I'm not going to make you sit through a commercial. Regular videos will be turned on because you can say I'll see them later or pause it or whatever. But during the lives, no more monetization, no more commercials. Let's see. Okay, believer. I ask because I'm not good at telling people to shut up about their country when they're in another person's country. I get you. That's why I asked to be prepared. Yes. Michelle. Let's see. You and April are pretty chill. So that must have been one awful American. Yeah, like I said, I wasn't there, but the crew told me about what happened. And I was stunned. It really made me upset. I think she's gone. I'm not going to say names.
If not, nothing to do with her. Right.
Well, I have nothing to do with her. GYP S33. We would be so glad to not need a gun. I know she had to give up all my firearms too, but you won't need it. You won't need it. There's Greg and Shannon saying thank you, Michelle. It was so good to hear you, April. So she's able to hear you over there, sitting across from me. Camels by all, no commercials on this end. Great. Have a good meetup. Miriam, okay, saying good evening and ship. Very good. Good. You guys deserve it. You guys are, like I said, taking your time out. No more commercials during the lives. We're going to call this live Commando.
We were unaware they were doing it.
Yeah, I really thought the commercials would come on after, lives are over with. And no, so I felt terrible about that. Okay, there's Ali saying, have a good Alley-Cat meetup until next time. Believer, thank you for all your time, and thank you to April as well. And Women Top 20, do you live this time every week? Yes, we go live every week, unless I'm traveling, unless I'm out of country, because I won't know what the internet is like. You need pretty good internet to go live. But yeah, every Saturday, 7 o'clock my time, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So yes, Women Top 20 every week. Okay, every week. Just came out. I'm sorry I missed you. But you're always welcome. Thank you for being here. Okay. There's Greg and Shannon. No Commando. We keep covering it. Yeah, seeing a 62-year-old man, that's not a pretty sight. Michelle saying, have a great night, everyone. Thanks, Patrick. Thank you. Thank you to everybody. All right, we're going to sign out. Like I said, I got to switch to my jeans. I am wearing pants right now.
Tell them where and what time. Where?
We're going to go to the Bimley. And that's going to be at 8 o'clock if you guys can make it there. Most of the crew is gone. They're in Corchia, so let's see who comes. I know there's some new people in town. We're going to see you at 8 o'clock at the Bimley, which is, if you're at the Poker Desk Hotel and you're staring out the water, just go left, and it's not far at all down there, okay? GYP, okay, thank you for actually live. Night, saying Dan, Jeff, have a fun meetup. Hope so. Have a good time, folks. And I just got some pictures. Camels. On WhatsApp, it's jumping into my life feed. Okay, Following the Stones, Roger that. Good night, all. Love you both. Love you guys. Thank you for being here. We'll see you next week. I got a new video coming up tomorrow. I'm going to talk about what it cost for me to see a specialist, a cardiologist, and the things that they did. You're going to freak out at the price. Okay? Love you guys. See ya.